Cameron Pennyfeather, and we'll get back to that as he moves in now to bowl to Sam, who's flicking that one nicely into the onside down towards square leg. The man is deep and will only get a single, so we understand that the batsman's first name is Sam. He's a friend of Dark Brown. He's out of England and he's playing for the Highlights team, and so Highlights investing in Sam out of England. Brownhill investing in Cameron Pennyfeather from St. Kitts and some others as well. Well, it's going to be spinning to the attack. It will be Tyler Brown very early, and he'll be bowling to Sam. So field setting very precise at this moment. Looks as if I'm not sure who is the captain here, but let's see, the two deep fielders out, long on and mid wicket. Beaten outside the off stump, and the pitch was slowing up at this end for starters, and he was driving and missing on that occasion. So in the first game, the pitch slowed up very badly at this end. Tyler flat, he's turning it into the onside. The man is deep-ish, but they don't think about the single. He didn't really play it with soft hands, and so they didn't think about the single. Sam settles once more. Here goes Brown, flatter, he's cutting at this one. That one turned. Choked him up there, Tyler Brown, the young off spinner. Tall. Here goes, moves in once more to bowl to the man Sam. This is a good delivery. Plays it back up the strip to the bowler on the front foot tees and pushes it quietly back up the strip to the bowler. So getting a round of applause, Tiger Brown. So he moves in once more to bowl to Sam. Here's Sam trying to cut and beaten true to the keeper. That one making a little bit of height, and again slowing up on the batsman, beaten as he played the shot very early. So very good over this from Brown, testing over actually. This time he's struck on the pad, he's shouting his appeal. He's bowled. He's actually bowled. Tiger Brown spun that one around him and picked out the leg stump. So brilliantly bowled by Tiger Brown. That was a beautifully bowled over. That one spun right across him and picked out the leg stump. And so Sam comes back. Played a very impressive cut shot for starters. Looked better against the pace though. And so he comes back pretty early. Cameron Pennyfeather moves in now to bowl. He's on the front foot, stroking it up to mid-on, can't score. So Pennyfeather, I think he would have played for the combined campuses and colleges. Moves in now to bowl. He's cutting at that, beaten through the keeper's gloves. He came across and grabbed at it, and it went straight to his gloves, and it has gone for 4 byes. Here goes once more. Races in now. The ball is driving. That's a lovely shot. And that goes through to extra cover. That's a lovely shot by Louis. Bend of the knee, and he stroked it beautifully to the left of the man at extra cover into the boundary for 4. Well, Patrice Nisbet is the batsman in now. Left-handed batsman, has a lot of potential, but Tyler Brown could be a handful today. Overcast conditions and all. He's on the front foot, looking very positive indeed. Pushes it down to mid-on, can't score. Now there seems to be a bit of a problem with some of the spectators here from Brownhill. I'll get back to that as Tyler Brown moves in once more to bowl, loops it up. He's hitting that one nicely into the onside. Positive shot again by Patrice, and it's a long boundary. Thinking about the third, but Louis is not interested. So 2 runs there, looking very positive indeed for starters. So Tiger getting some advice now to drop the ball in front of the batsman. So here goes once more. Tiger moves in now to Flatter. Watches the throw outside the off stump. Flat and fast. And going through to the keeper. Maybe it needs to loop it out there as well. So here goes once more. Tyler Brown moves in now. Flat again. He's punching that one again, looking very positive. Out to the man at extra cover. Can't score. Now, getting back to what I was saying, there is an issue with some of the Brownhill supporters. Apparently, there is not a Brownhill man captain in the team today, so they're not very happy. Flat and turning away from the batsman, watches it through.
I tell them, I jump, never got that plan, fucking guy is money for the sizzler. A sizzler, and the man another game.
There goes once more, moves in out to ball. Outside the off stump. So, Powell, in very, very overcast conditions, turns and a smooth athletic run up, moves in now to bowl. He's driving again, the bend of the knee, finds the gap this time. The man is chasing after it. Can he pull it in? He will, because the boundaries are really extended here at Brownhill, and they get 2. Nice bend of the knee once more. Here he goes once more, moves in now to bowl. He goes aerial. Couple bounces into the boundary, going aerial on that occasion. Louis hitting it over extra cover for 4. So it's going to be Tyler Brown, and he's going to bowl his 3rd over as he moves in now to bowl, I think for the first time, to Louis. Louis gently turning it into the onside, thinking about the single, and there was S.Y. Powell racing in, and the batsman hesitated, thought better of it. So Brown has bowled pretty well so far. Moves in now to bowl, this time to Louis Fleur. He's swinging into that over the head of the man at mid-wicket. It's going to race into the boundary for 4. Lusty blow on that occasion, just swinging into it, and it's gone over the head of the man at mid-wicket, gone for 4. Just that Jamal Hamilton has just arrived. A little late, but he's here. I would imagine that his game was left. Here he goes once more. Tyler bowls. He's on the front foot, pushes for the single, off and running. Penny feather is in, can't prevent the single. Single is on. Never. So it's going to be the left-handed Patrice Nesbitt, who has looked pretty positive so far. Settles over his bat, moves in now to bowl. Short, and he's punching it into the outside, but the man deep at extra cover, that's Powell, stops it easily. But I'm not sure if that's Powell. That more looks like Powell. Well, it's a tall man though, stopping it nicely. Here goes once more. Brown. He's driving at that. His head was in the air, slightly there. Certainly wasn't in control on that occasion, Nisbet. Head was a bit in the air. Fortunately, dragged it on along the turf into the mid-wicket. Can't score. Wants to go after him. Low crouch he has as he moves in once more to bowl. Flat, and he's well beaten comprehensively. Goes over the top of the middle stump. Keeper doesn't hold on to it, and it goes through, and that ends the over. So see a couple of spectators focusing, coming in to watch this game, and we have also Najee Amri, who is in the West Indies under 19 team. He's here looking on at this one. We have the Honourable Premier, Honourable Mark Brantley, he's here, and we also have Her Honor Yasmin Clark. She's below there, so we have quite a number of spectators in. And we're gonna have a change of bowling. So the man called Sizzler, Shy Tyson, the sun is fighting his way back through here to the dark clouds as he races in once more. Short, beaten outside the off stump. There's a loud shout. He has sent him on his way. He's gone. Tyson has struck short of a length and he just got a feather of a touch on it. And well taken by the wicketkeeper. And so Sizzler has taken the wicket. His dad is the one behind us making a lot of noise and he has definitely gotten the wicket there.
Sizzler, the captain.
So it's going to be Tyson.
Let get too much single inside the Sizzler. Let get too much single in there. Keep the pressure upon them. Hold tight upon them. Don't let them get too much single.
Number 2 on his back. And he's bowling from the
keep it tight. Don't let them
road
get too
end.
much single.
Races in now to bowl to.
That's
a lovely shot and he might be out. He's gone. He's run out. He's run out. I think he has sent him on his way. No, he hasn't sent him on his way. For one moment, the hand was raised, but I thought that he was sending him on his way, but he has not. But the ball was driven. I think Sizzler touched it. It rocketed into the stumps. But it was a lovely shot. But got it onto the stumps. The non-striker was making a movement. The umpire is ruling that he was in his crease. Moves in once more. Moving across. Again, another wide. Just to update you, 44 for 2, 8 overs completed. So Tyson has opted now to go around the wicket. So very experienced player, played for Nevis and would have represented Nevis pretty well as an all-rounder. Here he goes now. Races in now to bowl. He's slapping at that one, caught. Good movements there. I think it was Cameron Pennyfeather moving across to his right and plucking it from the air. It was slapped and slapped hard, but it was in the air and he moved very smartly to pick that one out of the air. We have some celebrations going on. Well, celebrations or fight. I'm not sure if he's seeing somebody else and he's doing karate chapel. You know, cricket brings out all of the characters. Brownhill has his full share, I could tell you. Straight into the crease, very businesslike indeed, is the West Indies wicketkeeper, Jamal Hamilton. Leeward Islands keeper as well, batsman. So it's going to be Shy Tyson moving in now to bowl to Hamilton. Pushes it into the outside there, thinking about a single. He's gone. He's run out. Well, I think he's debating whether or not the fielder obstructed him, but he's gone.
A bottle of water and a carry up by the bandstand one time. Was somebody out?
Not very happy. Run out. So it's all about pressure being brought to bear on the highlights team. And thought about the run, stuttered. Batsman was left stranded. Here he goes. Oh, that could have been a chance. The keeper just didn't get across to it. It was off the edge and away from the keeper's right. He was diving to his right, but that was pretty close. Man, sure.
Alles dem Wurf von der Achtung. So planen man geht das Schienen in der Damn big gap in there. The ball the ball in the stump.
So he goes once more, moving in now to bowl. It looks like beaten and the keeper not holding on to it. That looks like Burvis Burke. He was pushing tentatively at that one, beaten. So Burvis Burke would have played a couple of good innings for the Highlights team in the last tournament. Bowls flat again. He's turning it into the onside. Oh my goodness, another mix-up here. The bowler was quick and they almost had another run out there. This is the tiniest cricketer in the entire tournament. He plays for Highlights, number 35. Very willing youngster. Francis moves in once more, loops it again. He's going in the air and dropped just in front of him. That's Big Brown trying to make a dive out of it just in time. Well, going again for Burke. He goes once more. Francis moves in once more to bowl. He's tugging that one. The youngster comes across, knocks it down. Good effort there by the youngster.
Keep it tight, keep it tight.
So it's going to be Francis once more, moving in now to bowl. He's driving and beaten. The keeper doesn't hold on to it. And that ends the over. The young keeper really needs a bit of work, but he's a work in progress, has some potential. 9 for 4, 11 overs completed, and you'll think that it's a pretty decent start in terms of a score, but they'll want to finish a lot better than this from the remaining 9 overs. Here goes. Swinging into that is Hamilton. That's gone out of the grounds. That's a mighty heave by Hamilton. Bend of the knee and heave ho. Hitting it clean out of the grounds for 6. They'll need a replacement ball. Well, the ball has been returned. I thought they would have had a replacement ball, but look at that. Jamal Hamilton is so anxious to hit it again that he has gone to help them, gone for the ball, pass it over to the umpire who has a look at it, and Wendell Wallace, the other umpire, will have a look at it as well. It's going to be Francis who will continue from the road end, and he'll be bowling to Hamilton, who has made his intentions mighty clear. So here goes Francis, moving in now to bowl to Hamilton. He's smashing it through the offside, but there's a man deep. Feels it cleanly, thought of the second, and decided against it. So 1 more to the total. Getting a bit of advice here. Here goes once more Francis, bowls so he's going straight. That's a lovely hit by Burke, hitting that one straight down the ground for 4. Lovely shot by Burke on that occasion. Highlights continuing to score. Shorty's edging at that. That's a wide-ish delivery, wide signaled, and he was going a long way across to just tickle that. But I thought that he got across to it, but the umpire decided it was wide. Here goes once more, short, and he's smashing it through the offside. Can he beat the man? The man is hustling across. They're asking for 2. They're going back for 2. They will get it easily in the end. Eve down towards Long On. Finds Tiger Brown in the way. We'll only get 1 this time. 1 more run to the total. So I can tell you that Burvisburg won't be outdone. He's going to swing lustily as well. But Jamal Hamilton is a danger man, really. He's smashing this one to the offside. Can the man get across? He's racing across. He can't stop it. That's gone for 4. That was punched beautifully by Jamal Hamilton. Going for 4. The team looks a little lackluster now. Not as energized as they were when Shai Tyson got those 2 wickets. He's going aerial. The man is coming across. Dives to stop it, and they'll only get a single. So 1 more to the total. So I can tell you that Burvisburg has made his intentions very clear as well. He can hit a ball, can hit the long ball, and he's not going to be outdone really. He's not just going to be a support partner just giving singles. He's going to be going for the big ones as well, at least attempting them. Here he goes now. He's going high. Where's this gone? He's gone for 6. It has actually gone for 6. So a lusty heave there by Burvisburg, and it has gone for 6. And he's going high, hard and handsome. That's a clean hit by Jamal Hamilton. That's gone for another 6. That was done so easily.
104 for 4. 104 for 4.
So Tiger Brown back into the attack and greeted with a big one there by Jamal Hamilton. Overcast conditions once more. Here he goes, moves in now to bowl. Gone again. That's gone again. Is it? Over the head of Sizzler. Gone for 6. So that's 2 6s. Looks as if he's going to try for 6 6s in the over. That's 2. What will happen with the 3rd ball? Brown moves in. He's gone. Should be out this time. Should be out this time. Got. Jamal Hamilton goes. So Tiger gets the wicket. He gets the last laugh. Well, it's not every day that you get to talk to a hero. This is a man who took 10 wickets in 1 innings. Still has a record here in the Leeward Islands. His name is Harvey Stapleton, aka Pumby Boy. This tournament is played in his honor. Harvey, how does it feel that they have named a tournament in your honor? How do you feel about that?
Not good. Little didn't know that I was a veteran just like them too.
Tell me about that 10 wickets. You remember that game? Who were you playing against?
I was playing for St. Thomas, playing against St. Kitts.
And you took all 10 wickets in the game. How did that feel, Pumby?
Well, in the afternoon, I tell the players of them, we're going to see wickets, 6 wickets in the afternoon. When you look, we pick up 8 in the afternoon. Me and Lion Skin, you go Grant, we are make the noise now. He encouraged me, right, to stand the ball, and he going to just play, keep the man defensive. So in the afternoon, when we come down, we pick up 8.
And the next morning?
In night now, me and Budge and Luther Kelly and Hugo Grant, we hang out the night, and Budge that tell us, before you get me, he rather run out himself. So as me hear him say so, me say, as I come the morning, I want to start flight to him. So me fly to him, and he went to hit me over the top. And Hugo Grant come down, take his CM catch, and middle wicket.
Okay. When you got the 10 wickets, somebody said that you told the other batsman to go down so you could get 11. Is that true?
No, that's not true. What people like put on make things look kind of noisy. Me that wasn't true.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as we wrap up this interview, what advice would you have for the young cricketers who are playing now, like Tiger Brown who is spinning out there?
Well, a man only got to practice. Only that. Practice and do your exercise. And you can make it. Just practice, do your exercise, and play your cricket by yourself too. Put up your one stump and try to knock it. Play. Nobody got to bowl. If you never got a wall horse, you put up a stump and you go back and bowl. Put up a stone out the way you bowl from and bowl to the wicket. And then the ball goes stop by horse so you can pick it up again and bowl.
Okay.
And you get a young puppy. We're going to help you out. When you bowl, it bring the ball and back to you.
Okay.
And you train hard if you want to make it in, eh? Because I want to make it in the heaven, so I train hard too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Pombi, and all the best.
That's a blessing.
Nice to see Tiger Brown getting a few words of advice from Derek Parry. Pushes it into the offside, off and running. They should be getting a single here, gets it very easily. So it's going to be Powell once more from the far end. Races in now to bowl to Williams. Williams gets a full toss, bangs it over extra cover. The man is racing across from long off, can't get there, it's gone for 4. Full toss and clubbed over extra cover for 4.
That one to the right of the man that extra the bowler could really crush the score like nothing.
So here he goes.
He bowls.
Races in now to bowl. Full toss, he's sitting there. Anybody home? There's a man getting under it, takes it very easily indeed. There was a full toss, he didn't latch onto it. And so Adrian Williams comes back, caught at extra cover. And Sy Tyson giving him the send-off. And picks up his 3rd wicket in the process. So Williams has been replaced by Virgil Brown, who previously played for the Leeward Islands. Was a fine leg spinner, pretty decent batsman as well. So it's going to be Tyson. And he'll be bowling to Sutton, who cross.
Last batsman out of Williams. Part of the bowling of Tyson. Tyson is going to go in again to bowl to Sutton this time.
Full toss, swung away. The man at mid-wicket watches it going to the square leg boundary, can't stop it. So loosener there from Sy Tyson, knocked away for 4. 137 for 6 the score.
Looking pretty relaxed. The Brownie team looks very relaxed. 137 so far.
As he races in now to bowl Pennyfeather. Pushes and runs. Sutton intentionally just dropped it. Soft hands in the offside. And the youngster, he has worked hard for his team. Smallest cricketer in the tournament. He works hard, the youngster. Helmet must be pretty heavy in his hand. Off and running. Leg by. So it's going to be Pennyfeather. Time to get the. And that's 143 for 7. That ends the 20 overs.
The Youth Referees course organized by the St. Kitts and Nevis Football Association Referees Department officially closed on Monday night with a closing ceremony at Football House. General Secretary of the SKNFA, Tishil McLean, congratulated the participants for successfully completing the course.
This course offered these young men and women an opportunity to be a referee in our local leagues, but on a much larger scale, to be called by FIFA or CONCACAF for an appointment in the international arena. This course taught our participants a skill, which, if molded, can take these young men and women anywhere in the world. to represent our country as ambassadors. Most importantly, this course taught you discipline.
Some of the participants were presented with refereeing uniforms, as they are expected in the future to be given the opportunity to officiate games at the junior level. All the participants received certificates for successfully completing the course, and 5 of them received special awards. These special awards were in the category of the most improved, which went to Byron Phillip, most punctual to Rainick Bartlett, most attentive Siobhan Walwyn, best behaved Michaela Dillon Sergiu, and a two-way tie for the most outstanding participant Jaden Rouse and Giddel Williams. The participants who received certificates are Siobhan Walwyn, Lenroy Paris, Tyra Wilkinson, Yolinda Warner, Jaden Rouse, Johan Henderson, Kenwin Collins, Eversley Davis, Jidal Williams, Kendall Fye, Tahira Willock, Raheem Rogers, Judine Tyson, Byron Phillip, Ariana Byron, Michaela Ordain, Rainick Bartlett, Aldret Nisbet, Michaela Dillon Sergiu, Sahir Burton, Ashawn Wilkinson, and Mandel George. The participants surprised Mr. Malcolm, referee, instructor, and head of the SKNFA Referees Department, with a gift for sacrificing his time to train the young referees. He in turn presented the gift to the General Secretary, Miss McLean, for her support of the course.
I would like to present this gift to the General Secretary, who is really supportive behind this course. I mean, to be honest, everything that we've asked for, we've been able to get. We only had 2 hiccups, and in life, life is about hiccups, you know? So I want to say, Madam General Secretary, really appreciate it. And we look forward to continue working with the member associations. I'm the member association, you being the General Secretary, and we'll be coming very fast behind you next year because we're having a women course. So this is to show appreciation to you, right? Really, really appreciate it. Thank you.
The referee instructors also received certificates. These are Kenny Martin, Delroy Jeffers, Kenja Tully, and Lloyd Rouse.